This database tutorial is going to show you how to access and navigate the library databases. You will need to log into your Atlas account, and once you're logged into your Atlas account, click on Search the Library. We are then redirected to the library's landing page, and this page is typically where you can search for the library holdings for books or ebooks. You can also find some articles here. In addition, you are also able to search course reserves, and these are typically materials that your instructor has put on reserve for use only in the libraries or very short circulation time. You also can access library databases from this page, as well as find useful tools and resources for additional citation help. You may search here for research guides and our virtual reference service called Ask a Librarian. We are going to search databases A to Z. This redirects us to a page or listing of all of our databases, and you have the option of searching or finding your database three different ways. You can search the alphabetical listing, which we have here. You may search by subject. So if you click on the plus sign, it will simply expand this, the subject heading, and you can search for your databases within that category. Or you could find the database by simply plugging in a key term such as nursing, in the event you do not know the name of the specific database that you're looking for. And what this will do is provide you with a list of all the databases where you can find nursing related articles. We are going to actually go back to our alphabetical listing, and because the database that I am going to use is Academic Search Complete, and I already know that, I'm just going to click on that. I chose this database for this demonstration because it is a comprehensive database, and it's typically multidisciplinary, meaning it covers multiple subject disciplines. And so the topic that I've chosen to demonstrate for you is the psychology of online dating. And what we're going to do is type in just the key terms for the psychology of online dating. If we were going to type that in as a phrase, typically a phrase will reduce significantly the number of hits or results that you get in your search. So I'm typing psychology for my first field, and what you notice is that it automatically makes suggestions for terms that you could consider using in your search. So I'm just strictly focusing on psychology, but I'm also going to focus on online dating. And again, it makes suggestions for you for related terms that you could use in your search, such as online dating versus traditional dating, online dating pros and cons, or online dating apps. So we're just focusing on general psychology and online dating. So let's click search. And that gives us 247 hits. That may seem like a lot to you, but it's really a good number to start out working with. We are going to narrow this search or limit the search to full text articles only. That reduces the number of results to 150 articles. When you are looking at these parameters on the left side of your screen, you can choose how you want to continue narrowing that search down. I would suggest scholarly or peer-reviewed articles, which are articles that have been written and reviewed by people with expertise in that particular discipline. In addition, you may want to look at your publication date. You may want to look at the type of publication that the article is in. In this case, because we want scholarly type research, I'm going to focus on academic journals. There are 114 titles that are academic journals. So once you've explored the methods by which you want to narrow your search, you then can start reviewing your articles. Just know that you also have the option to narrow your search by other related thesaurus terms or by other subject headings. Since we're keeping this really general, I'm going to select the article from Sweetening the Deal, the article called Sweetening the Deal, Dating for Compensation in the Digital Age. And I simply, to access this article, I am going to click on the PDF full text. Once we do that, this is what the article would look like if it were actually in a print form. That's why the PDF format is my preferred format. I just think it's a lot cleaner and gives you just a cleaner version of that article. Not that it really matters, but that's just my preference. In addition, I like the EBSCO database because not only do you get the article that you've selected, but it gives you the table of contents for other articles in that particular publication. So this publication is the Journal of Gender Studies, and the date of this issue is June 1st, 2017. You'll see here that you have other articles listed, or the table of contents listed. So if you chose to follow up on this article, Sweetening the Deal, by reviewing another article here within that same issue, you can totally choose that. So once we read through our article and we decide this is something that we want, you can cite your work. So what you would need to do is you have these tools on the right side of your screen. If you hover over those, you'll see what the purpose is of each icon. You could download this to your Google Drive. You could print this article. You could email it to yourself. You could create a folder, which we're going to talk about in our next tutorial. You can cite the work, and that's really important, as you know. So when you click on the cite, it gives you the option to choose your citation format or style. You guys are going to be using the APA style, so you could simply copy and paste. That is your citation. I will say this, that a database is, because it's a computer, you still want to make sure that you are conferring with an actual APA 7th edition to make sure that the citation is properly executed and in the correct format. So the library has made some resources available for you on that library landing page that we were initially on. In the red tab, it says Citation Help, and that is where you can get additional help with the citation. And that is basically a quick tutorial to accessing and navigating the library databases. Stay tuned for our next video on how to create a folder within the database and keep a catalog of articles that you could use for your research project.